Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, there is an ongoing war between President William Ruto and the former Deputy President Gachagwa. And if you look at this war, the direction that is taking, Gashagwa might end up losing some of the properties under his name. They have brought in a discussion about the late former governor of Nyeri, Nderitu Gashagwa. Nderitu Gashagwa is a brother to Rigathi Gachagua. It is said that when he died, he wrote a will, and that will was deposited. It was indicating that you must take what has been set aside for you, and whoever will challenge that will be disinherited. So this was just again a threat that anyone who attempt to challenge that will in court might end up even losing what has been set aside for him. You look at that will, you discover that Gashagwa had something to gain from the will. His mother and other people, apart from Nderitu Gachagwa's family, siblings. So there have been the discussion about a hotel in Nairobi and a house in Kilifi. The family wrote to the president. I don't know how they started this, but at the end of this video, we will get to know how this matter was started. So we are seeing Ruto's team coming out and condemning Gashagwa. They're now asking the president to intervene so that the family will get back their properties. The first person on the list, Susan Kihika, the Nakuru governor.
Your Excellency, unajua sisi ni watu wa kanisa. Sisi ni wa Christians. And I'm sure even the Muslims and everybody. Kwa Bible, Mungu anasema usinyanyase awito na watoto wa huyo mwenye ameenda zake. Si ndio hiyo? Kwa hivyo huyu your former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua alienda akaforge will ya brother yake huyo Nderitu Gachagua, akanyang'anya watoto na bibi ya Gachagua mali na akanyakua hiyo mali wakiwa na bibi yake. Kwa hivyo sisi tunasema kama wamama viongozi kwanza. Hiyo ni maneno ya kuhuzunisha sana, na tukiwachilia mama wa level hiyo wakifanywa hivyo, si hata nyinyi mtakuja kufukuzwa bwana zenu wakiaga. Kwa hivyo sisi kama wamama tunasema Your Excellency the President, stand with the women of this country, stand with the family of Nderitu Gachagua, kwa sababu wamenyanyaswa. Na huyu alipoenda, huyu Gachagua former deputy president, alipoforge hiyo will, aliandika pale chini ati mtu akienda kotini kama beneficiary, kama bibi ama watoto wa Gachagua mwenyewe, ukienda kotini utadisinheritiwa, utakuwa na zero. Kwa hiyo wakanyamaza, kwa sababu waliona wakienda kotini watakuwa na zero, kila kitu itaenda. Kwa hiyo Your Excellency, help us, because as a woman leader I feel I have sleepless nights kuona wenye wako na nguvu wakinyang'anya wenye hawako na nguvu. Sio ni sawa watu wa Kongo. President asaidia hapo. Yaani ukiwauliza huyo ni mtu anaweza kuwa kiongozi kama anaipa mali ya brother yake na watoto wa brother yake.
The issue here is about an individual taking properties from a widow and orphans. So it's all about challenging Gachagwa's leadership. If he can grab that which belongs to a widow, is he worthy to lead? Another person challenging Gachagua is Aden Duale, the CS for Health, that together Gachagua altered his brother's will to inherit the legacy property, and that means you are disinheriting his siblings.
that man called Rigiji, who has serious integrity issue, family integrity issue, who altered and forged the will of his dear brother, a very good friend of mine, me and Bill Okero, the former governor of Nyeri. You altered his will and you disinherited the wealth of your siblings. It has never happened in the history of Kenya. You have a serious family, personal integrity. I am told today he talked about Shah and he said he has a dossier. I dare Rigiji, as the Minister for Health, I dare him to release that dossier tomorrow at 10. Today, as we sit here, over 30 million, 30 million. So I know what you are going to. Because you are used to extortion and corruption. You want to extort health facilities. And I want to urge our hospital owners, health facilities, be they private, public, and faith-based, be warned of a con man, a corrupt man who wants to use blackmail and extortion to get money from you. Rigiji is broke. And I want to challenge him. Forget about, before you come to Shah, and I am not an ordinary minister, I know how to deal with you. Before you talk about Shah, go sort out your integrity issue with your family. Your family has petitioned the president. Return the money of the widows and the children of your late brother, Mr. Rigiji.
Now, Ruto personally has reacted on this and is coming out more of gang blessing to warn regarding Gashagwa that the property will be taken back. Ruto went further. In fact, he's the one who mentioned a hotel in Nairobi and a house in Kilifi. And is warning Gashagwa to return all those properties to the widow and the orphans of the late Nderitu Gachagua. That he will not allow this to continue anymore. And instead, he will stand in the gap and fight for the widows and the orphans.
Mimi nawaambia nyinyi endeleeni na matusi, sio? Lakini mali ya wajane na mayatima mtarudisha. Hiyo hakuna as much as you want. But hotel ya wajane na watoto wa wajane mrudishe. Hiyo hoteli iko Nairobi, rudisha. Sio kama tunaelewana. Ile nyumba iko Kilifi, rudisha. Mali ya mjane na watoto waone leo. Rudisha. Waone leo. Endelea kunitukana, no problem. Kwa sababu mimi ni mwanaume naweza kujitetea. Lakini wajane na mayatima hawawezi kujitetea. Dunia hii tutawatetea. Hata mbele ya Mungu tutawatetea. Hakuna mtu atawanyanyasa. Sio kama tunaelewana jamani. Tuko pamoja. Biblia inasema kilio ya wajane, kilio ya mayatima inafika mbele ya Mungu. Ama namna gani? So usiwe na wasiwasi, hao watu tutawanyorosha. Nikipima kwa hiyo grupu yote hiyo. Niko mtu size yangu hapa. Asubuhi na mapema panga mambo yenu ya shule na mipango ya kanisa hapa. Hiyo ingine tutamalizana nao.
With all this war, the question people are asking, what is the intention to do with this? What is Ruto's team looking for? And what next for Rigathi Gachagua? These are the questions that we want to discuss on this pipeline. But before we go deep into that, I have a quick request for those who are watching the channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, it was not long ago when Gashagwa warned the Luo nation for accepting to work with William Ruto at a time when one of their own anaangaishwa na serikali ya Ruto na mali yake inatwaliwa na Ruto. Rafael Tuju issue. So Ruto is trying to change this conversation through his team, that the focus will be on Rigathi Gachagua, the widow of the late Nderitu, and the orphans. And we will forget about Rafael Tuju. That's number one. Secondly, William Ruto wants to appeal to the widows that he is one president who can stand in the gap and fight for the widows in this country. Many women are widows. They are voters. Ruto is looking for that vote. And that's why he's bringing this case forward. So that widow will see we have a president who can fight for our rights. Many widows have been disinherited in this country. Ruto is taking that advantage. Number three, orphans have always been disinherited. They have suffered. They have been intimidated. And Ruto is coming in to show that he will stand for the orphans and let that which is rightfully belonging to them be given to them. He's using this case to appeal to the widows and the orphans. Because if you flip the coin again, you will find Ruto in other cases to do with the land, including tear gassing primary school kids to take over their playing ground. There have been issues of land, people have died, and it has been involved with the president. But now he's coming to this issue of disinheriting a widow. That is a strategy that Ruto is trying to apply here. We will be waiting to see how Rigathi Gachagua and his team will be responding to the president.